Hello everyone, my name is Nathan Steinley. I am completing the Alternative Teaching Certification in 1st through 5th grade elementary. This is my first year teaching, first year substituting, anything like that. So unfortunately I don't have full access to a Promethean board. I'm going to have to show you a class I created on my computer at home. I chose Promethean board because most classes that I've seen and been in have it to be used, so I thought it'd be a good idea to get to use. The class I chose to create was on rotation and revolution of the Earth around the Sun and around its axis. This basically works like PowerPoint slides here in your flip chart, just souped up PowerPoint slides. A lot more fun things you can do with it. The first slide I put in here was about the hemispheres, north and southern hemisphere, and the equator. Kind of get an idea how the planets are split apart. In this, you can also write and put equator, but it's much easier when this is actually connected to the whiteboard, obviously. And see, I got to start it in either. Anyway, you can add little notes and stuff on here as you go that the students can see and visualize, take notes on. And like I said, when the computer is actually connected to the Promethean board itself in the class, it gives a much bigger screen, better view, and easier to write on and manipulate the slides. The next slide then goes into the axis and the tilt of it and how it actually rotates. This slide's on rotation and its axis. And we have the definition axis in the top, the definition rotation in the bottom, the information that one rotation is 24 hours in a day. All of these here are actually added in to show that this is the axis and this is the Earth's rotation. Following suit, the next one is going to be on the revolution around the sun. First, we want to understand orbit, so I have the definition orbit up top, definition of revolution in the bottom, complete with the note that one revolution around the sun is 365 days or 1 year. There would be a side note that it's 365 and a quarter days, obviously. That's why we have a leap year. Then the next slide will go into how this revolution and the axis tilt of our axis, revolution around the sun and the tilt of our axis changes the different seasons and in the different hemispheres. And you'd be able to draw on this as well and write out which one's summer, fall, spring to your desire. To bring it all together then, I had first up here, I'm going to change this back from my writing tool over to my arrow again. Didn't want to take my arrow. I inserted a video that I thought really brings all the concepts that I would have been teaching previously together. I had trouble doing it through YouTube, so I went ahead and uploaded it on TeacherTube, or found it off of TeacherTube as well, and that one seemed to upload better. So we'll pop that up there and you'll be able to play that video for the class in TeacherTube. And then lastly, the last slide, you can import different quizzes or different, I would sum up the class then with this little worksheet that I would do with the whole class. This would be up on the board again to be easier to see. Down here we have the answers, and with that I would be able to go back and get my pen, make it really big. Try to make my pen bigger up here. Now once my pen's big, I would select the box in white. With this then, you can erase or hide what you want to down there. And then when you want to bring them back out for the class to see, that's supposed to erase it. Hang tight. Oh, it's all small, that's why. There, you can erase it and bring it back up. Sorry about the camera work in this. Trying to do it one-handed is difficult, obviously. With the students then, I would have them either take this read it to them and take it with them and discuss it as a class, and I could write the answers in here as we go, or I could have them take it as a little quiz at the end to be graded by a neighbor and then discussed. There's a lot of different things you can do with Promethean board, and I really enjoyed this project. Thanks for listening.